Hello, and welcome back to a good old programming stream. Let me just make sure this is working. Cool. Awesome. Oh, hope everyone's been having a good day so far. Yeah, hello. All right. Oh, god damn. Sorry, last night was real fun with getting the assignment handed in. Ended up like handing it in as the group assignment. It took about a minute over the allocated time to actually like finish well, it took a fair few minutes, but it took over a little bit of time to get into the actual submission box. But it got submitted, and pretty sure everything is all fine and dandy. So it's a good sign, and it's just going to be a lot of other work today, which is going to be, I mean, it's all individual work from this point onwards. Well, no, there's one group thing I need to work on, but me and that person have kind of worked things out, so yay. We're almost done with this half of the semester, and then I can actually focus on my own stuff in the upcoming weeks, and I'm really excited. So that'll be good. Okay, so today, what do I want to work on? First, I think I kind of want to work on some of the finishing off that Gura running animation, because it's just be good to get that like nicely done. Then while I'm doing that, I'll think about my next step. How about that? Do that. But yeah, no, there's fucking good times at the moment, man. Good times. Be actually soon done with everything, and that is going to be a big deal. We might also, because I want to get a bit of reworking done today if I can. Oh, I just realized something. My background, my clip has been weird. Why is that, why was that so weird? There we go. I didn't realize that it had mucked up like that. My bad. Okay, there we go. What is this? Oh, that's not essential. Okay. Coolio. Yeah, so let us... Where were we? We were in the middle of doing this one. And it's more or less done. We just need to get the legs done. Okay, but yeah, no, I might see if I can start sneaking in a little bit of sound design today. We'll see. because when sound design starts getting added, there's a new system I need to kind of input that's going to require a bit of reworking of some stuff. And it opens up an avenue that is going to be very important long term, which is settings, basically. And I might have to pull up a couple of other games quickly just to look at their settings and see kind of what I should be aiming for in terms of like graphic settings, sound settings, like what people clearly would like. Because off the top of my head, if we just open up like Paint, when I think of like settings, right, I think of like the 2 bars of just music, BGM and sounds, right? Those are the ones that you normally have. Guaranteed. There's sometimes you can have master and sometimes you can have like menu or UI ones. Salonga bongus, and hello to you as well. So those are the 2 that I definitely want. Then when it comes to graphics, at this point in time, it's going to be no actual like graphic change because I don't have a rendering engine or a unique rendering archetype. I have basically it in what it is and what it isn't. So resolution, would be so that has to be a drop down. Then what? It would be like damage numbers, and that'd be a check mark. And I kind of would like, I don't know how easy that would be to do. I was about to say like maybe something I would consider, so I'm just gonna put a question mark here, is so like ability opacity is a slider. I'm just writing things very, very quickly, so don't expect things to look nice here. So like this is that's the graphics section. This is the sound section. Or audio, I guess. Is there anything else that we like? Do we want to try and make it? Okay, this is kind of like this is where I actually have to ask the audience. When you open up a game, what kind of sound options do you like having? Because at this point in time, all I'm going to intend to do is basically the BGM and then the sounds. Would you want a master volume? Would you want a UI volume? Would you want specific, the ability to go into specifics, basically? Because, like, again, if I pull up, so if I open up Steam quickly, all right, we go into library. Let us open up Vampire Survivors quickly. Need max customization. I mean, in a sense, I agree with that. Like, best case scenario, you can customize each individual unit's audio if you wish in a drop down point. So it's like, here's the overarching enemies, here's the individual enemies underneath. Like that would be awesome, right? But like realistically speaking, is that, yeah, so here, like this is the only settings here for Vampire Survivors. Screen shake, that's actually a good point. I should probably keep that in mind. So like at this point in time, outside of like a couple of additional things, like with graphics obviously, so there's resolution. When beta, first of all, there has to be an alpha, and when alpha, I'm aiming potentially in the next few weeks, but no hard guarantee on that. Save? Well, what's to save? It'd be auto-saving. Save slots. You've got a point there, actually. No. Go into the concept of save slots. Like, you do see games like this still having you giving like 3 save slot options. I don't know how feasible that is. I think Vampire Survivors actually did have that originally as well. I want to say holocure never did, but like I think Monster Train, for example, did. I guess in a sense it's an easy way. Has 50 slots, yeah, like in a way it's a game's argument of saying like it's an easy-ish way of resetting without losing content. However, this is where I do point at, so again, since I'm using the same engine type as Game Maker, I do have the same thing available to me that Game Maker does, which I think if I go into holocure and Steam's local files, I should be able to find it, right? Browse local files. Yeah, so there's a data point in there that is basically your save data. If it's not there, so let me go pull up my other game that I did for a project. So again, save slots isn't impossible. It's just kind of an argument of like how feasible is that to implement. QR code in the game files to rickroll people. That is tempting. It is this one, right? So if I remember correctly, in here I have a controller. Here, this. Achievements, that's something that I will consider, but I don't think I'm having for alpha release. Like, in the short, I do want achievements. I want achievements for unlocking stuff like cosmetics and stuff like that. Or specific cosmetics, right? So I do kind of want to have like that gacha-esque element that holocure did, because again, it's more in line in my eyes with what Vampire Survivors originally was doing. I mean, it was made by a gambling game designer. But so what is here in this project is open a save data file, and what it does is it reads the specific values here, so sound, music, and high score, but it has a default setting. So what happens is if it does not see this save data, it will make it. Has more than one ending. I mean, again, it's a Vampire Survivors like, so theoretically with the Bullet Heaven archetype, it's either you die or you complete the overarching objective, which in this case would be defeating all of the bosses. Unlike a normal one, which is like reach the timer and then the boss will spawn, this one will be defeat a certain amount of enemies and then the boss will spawn, more based off of Soulstone Survivors approach. But yeah, no, so with that, and then in here, going back to the talking about thing, you'll see that it's constantly every frame when it needs to saving the current sound and high score stuff to the save data. So this here is why I'm kind of hesitant to worry too much on save slots. While I do think it's a good suggestion, I don't know if I should, because the theory is if you want to save slot, just go into the local files, pull the save out, it'll make a new one, and then you can put your old one back in there and replace the current one when you want to go back to the your old one. I think it's easy enough. I can make a thing. I can't remember. Can I make GameMaker delete a file? I think I can make it delete its own file. I can. So I probably can make it so in game you can delete the stuff. Overlap saves. I mean, like, that's the thing, is it shouldn't have, like, you shouldn't have any problems with that, because it's a file. You can't put the file into another file, and because of the style of saving it as like an INI, I believe it's not editable, or not naturally editable. Let's see. So, in a sense, you can't cheat. That's the idea there. No. Exactly though. Midnight. Like, that's a good thing. Since you don't know anything, that means you're coming in with like ideas that I wouldn't think about from the game dev perspective. This is something that like maybe is misunderstood. It's okay to not know anything, but question, is this a good idea? Right? It's not okay to come in when you don't know something and go, why isn't this the case? You're bad. No, it's all good. No, I understand what you're saying though. But like, exactly, is you're coming in from that perspective and going like, okay, what about save slots? Is that a thing? Like, is that a good idea? And it's like, now I have to sit there and ponder, is that something that would be worth constructing? Do I think it is? At this stage, no, but it is something that I could consider further down the line. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. But thank you for that. But it's like, again, never a bad thing to put in like a little bit of a statement. This is not what the menu is going to look like, by the way. This is just literally me doing listing of kind of what I need to add. So I probably am going to, by the way, separate the damage numbers thing into a thing when you quit without saving autosave. So that's, yeah, again, that's where I point at this system. In here, what this is doing is kind of what you're talking about here, right? So a step is a frame. Every frame, yeah, so every time a frame occurs is a step. I can do it at the beginning, the middle, or the end of a frame. So every frame, all of these things you're seeing here are occurring. That's how, like, I can tell it to do certain things. What it's doing here is that every frame, so like say 30 frames per second, 30 times per second, it is making sure that the data at the save point here, so that sound is equal to sound volume. So if the game automatically shuts down, or like you shut it down randomly, it will still have that written. And what you have here is that it will test against last high score, and this is designed in a way so you can only get this, because there's a lot of other stuff in other locations, where you can only get this high score value after a run is completed. So you cannot just like be partway through a mission, quit the game, and then have a good high score. You'll have none from that. Can you change the resolution, like the size of the game when you open it? I'll have that as a setting, but I won't have that as a probably as a thing on launch. That's smart. Yeah, like that's the theory behind it. So what I will be doing with this is that means like, yeah, so post run you'll be getting things. So what will happen with that is that if it's a fail run, it will not save that information, or it will save that you did a fail run. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to care too much about like your run record. I might make that a thing later, but definitely not early. I mean, short answer is as well, and I think I need to put, I will be having this as a note inside of the game for its alpha. Do not expect what you do during the alpha to stick. The alpha, when I hit beta, is when I'm gonna have like a lot of systems that will rely on like unlockings and save as kind of the theory. So during its alpha stage, it will be like everything's unlocked because there's not going to be a locking system in place. So yeah, no, what I mean by that is pure and simply, all the characters will be unlocked, all the weapons will be unlocked, all the items will be unlocked. I do like acquisition systems somewhat, so I was going to say if you kill 100 enemies, you get artwork, unlocks as a collectible art. Yeah, like there's sort of stuff like that, right? Like a gallery system. I mean, this is where I actually kind of have mixed feelings, right? And I think I've talked about this before, is that like I hate and love the new holocure update with the house, because I actually was intending to do something like that. Like I was intending to have like kind of the Persona 5 Thieves Den, the like that sort of stuff where you can have your collectibles and you can like trophy room them. You have songs ready? I do not. I have no audio prepped for the game. That's why we're going to possibly have a look at that later today. So we'll finish up with this art. Should only be shortly, because I'll just need to do the last 2 frames and then I'll do the hair for all of them. And then we can possibly start looking at some game audio. I'm not sure if we'll be like, it's because I don't know if I'm confident enough to do a full song myself. It's basically the short thing. I'm not exactly the best composer of the world. Haven't actually done like music compositions, like proper music stuff for years, so. When you select something, play boom sound effect. I mean, like that, yeah, again, it's because there's a lot of UI sounds that will need to be added. There'll be ability sounds that need to be added. There needs to be music sounds. There needs to be general, maybe enemy sounds, damage sounds. There's a lot of sounds that, again, might slip under the radar of most people. I've got a list of what I need to get done, and I have it in my head as well, pretty solidly. To be fair, though, it's a very long list. So yeah, once we get this good one, we'll move on to that. Hey, Outer Wild song. Always love Outer Wilds. Still need to go back to play the DLC. Dun, 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 dun. You have like separate categories for each setting, like for sounds and graphics and for the saves. So that is kind of in the game, and in the briefest sense. So at the moment, the setting system is, if we pull it up, we've got options like this, all right? I will probably move these two to a separate, another folder of just like audio. Again, like what you see here is what I stole and used on my, like on top. Like tabs. I mean, that's what graphics and control are here. Oh, you mean like tabs across and like as separate windows? Oh. Okay. I mean, it's doable. I have hesitation with that because that would be quite a intense rework, but like I also see the argument that it is more visually appealing. Me dumb, think I'll look up. No, you're not dumb. Again, like this is where I want to stress, like all opinions are valid in this situation, right? For this stuff, like we're talking about what do you want to see to make the most enjoyable game for you? And it's down to me to like kind of take that information and figure out a way of either if it's workable, if it's not. You're the only one talking. I mean, yeah, I think was it the other person already said that they're gonna be sitting in the background, which is perfectly fine. Good old lurking, and then I think the only other person on the chat is also me, so that's fine. Again, not demanding interactivity. It's just like, again, it's a general open question as well, because like if someone came by and watched this later, I might post up the question, here too. Oh, also, is a birdie. welcome back. If you want to quit the game, we'll ask you, do you really want to quit? At the moment, no. That is a good fail-safe. I do agree with that. I might write that down, actually. There we go. I've written it down. That's not... That wouldn't be that horrendous to add. Because that would just be like, create an object over the top of these, disable others, and take priority point. More than feasible. Okay. Lots of ideas. Yeah, I mean, like, again, it's I'm pulling from all sorts of different games as well. That's the one part that, like, I feel like a lot of people do underestimate, is how much you can, like, actually pull over the effects of one game to another. I mean, fuck it, I'm not kidding. There is a full intention of having a miniature visual novel for the characters in the game. Like, it can call them maybe companion quests or whatever you want it to, because, like, I do like that system in games where you get a character, like, in a gacha, and you can, like, chat with them one time and have a special dialogue with them. That will definitely be, like, far closer to release, if not, like, post-release, though, what I'm talking about, because we're talking about a lot of work that would be required for that. You can add side stories for your game, like only chatting or new. I mean, like, so again, not going too far into details, but I do play Yakuza games, and if you know how Yakuza games work, and how, like, they have way too much in those games, and it doesn't make sense why there's so many minigames, I'm definitely gonna be that kind of person. I think it's just fun. It gives options. Again, stressing. This is stuff I had planned, and I think there is reference to me mentioning it ages and ages ago. What is Yakuza? Yeah. Fun game series. Anyway, but yeah, no, like, the Yakuza franchise, like, during that, I talked about, like, how I actually do want to do that with this game, like, have mini games that are very unrelated and all that. And then fucking holocure comes out with an update where you get to do fishing and gardening and such, and I'm like, fuck, some of the stuff I wanted to do. Damn it. And again, I want to stress, I don't want to just be sitting there competing and, like, having people go like, oh, this is just another holocure. Like, I don't want that. I really don't want that. This is a game of its own. Sure, it's got a lot of stuff it pulls from like those sort of games in general, but, like, it is supposed to be its own game. during free time, if you like, I've played Doki Doki Literature Club through, and I also have the Plus version. So yeah, no, I do know Doki Doki Literature Club quite well. I haven't done it on stream. That was well before. Should have said. Oh, I thought I'd done yesterday, didn't I? I made mention that I played it. I mean, the fact that I can tell it's Doki Doki Literature Club from DDLC should probably give an indication that I do kind of know the game well, at least. No. Oh, okay. Well, I apologize that I didn't make that more clear. That's on me. But yeah, no, I've played through Doki Doki Literature Club. I even played my first time I played through with a character called Jesus, which made some of the dialogue really fucking scuffed. I love whenever it's a game like that, giving like a really silly name. It's always like, again, I've made it very clear, in any game that gives me customization, I will ruin it. Do not give me character customization. Named your character Monica. God. I love that there is actually a lot of like interactions in the game. They did a good job of it. Having to think about where I have my fucking saves. To anyone that hasn't played it, which I don't know, like, don't know if there's many people that either haven't played it or like at least don't know about it, but point is, it is worth the time. Okay, I reworked this leg on that one to be like this, right? So how many, say from there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Here we go. Not missing anything. Hell yeah. Alright, so that leaves 1 frame and then fixing the hair for everything, which should just be 3 frames worth of hair that need to be done, and then having them rotating around should be easy enough. It's kind of what I did with Aura's one. It's actually technically 3 different hairstyles, just duplicated out. 1 and 4, 2 and 5, and 3 and 6. Do you support the LGBTQ? I've actually been asked that on stream a few times now. My description of it is I support the people, I don't support the movement. Because I think the movement is a vocal minority of that group, and they have often treated me poorly. And I actually do technically come under that, because I am bi. I say technically, I do come under it, but I just don't ever get treated as such. Like, the university I was at had a community for that, and they actually told me to fuck off. Because at the time, I was, like, engaged and with a female partner. And they're like, oh, no, you're just straight. It's like, oh, no, it's not how that works. So, pure and simply, I think those communities are normally quite scummy. I'm not saying all are, I'm just saying it is a non-one-off experience. It's the same with veganism, right? I have a great friend that's a vegan, but I also think like the veganism movements are fucking stupid. Or normally held by stupid people. They're not actually constructive, they're not actually doing anything, they're just being disruptive and annoying to a bunch of people that can't do anything about it. So, I think that's my statement towards it. Also, I like to actually make the argument there is not really ever any dumb questions. There's dumb answers, and there's dumb ways to word questions, I guess, but a question per se, unless it's intended to be, like, dumb, then yeah, it's not really, because it's the idea of gaining more information in any capacity is never a bad thing. Don't like because this guy like me, but you know, like, so like I said, I'm good with me, but now there's a trend on YouTube, boys with a hop. Oh, okay. Yeah, there's all sorts to it. Again, no easy answer with a lot of that stuff. Yeah, homophobic? Ah, that's all good. I get what you're trying to say. But yeah, no, like, short answer is that, like, I've been in relationships with both. That's it, really. Okay, so how am I gonna put this one? It's just gonna be the same as that, right? Don't mess with your things, that's it. Yeah, I mean, like, again, that's the whole, I make the argument, it's very similar to the whole religion thing, right? Where it's like, you'll hear, religion is like a penis. Yes, you may have it, but you don't force it down other people's throats. Or you shouldn't force it down people's throats when they're not willing, sort of thing. Whatever the fucking statement is, I'm blanking on it right now. Point is, at the end of the day, everyone's allowed their personal preferences. And as long as you don't stop another person from enjoying it, as long as it's not harmful to another person, there's no reason it's a problem. You like big boing boing girl? That's fair enough. Dim anime titties are always good. This is that. And then I need this, this, and this. Then this, ooh. This, and this. Okay, and then I think it's there. Okay. So this is, since we're getting to the final bit of this, I'm just making sure I'm cleaning up as I go. Any characters you plan on adding later on? Yes, there is already a list of characters in here of the immediate to be added ones. I can't really show. Yeah, that's basically. Did I find a coconut? I mean, I didn't go out yesterday. I was spending all day programming and doing group exercises. I'm not going to be able to leave the house for like a few days at this point because of just how much crunch time it is. I'm sure like if I go to the supermarket, there's coconuts there. It's just they're really overpriced and there's only like a small pile. That's it. That's always how it is. Hard work, respect. I mean, yeah, it's group exercises. Someone's got to do the work. And I'm not saying my group doesn't do work. It's just... Oh, fuck. This is too far up again. God damn it. I keep doing this. English is... Yeah. Oh, no, it's all good. Okay, and then... I mean, like, everyone's got poor English in some regards, let's be honest. Ah, see, I have no excuse. English is my first language. There's always the worrisome side of that. When I screw up, it's like, oh, well, I've only had a few years of training. A few decades. British people be like, it's a Tuesday. That's the meme, right? Okay, I need to move this down by 1. Okay, I think I want to add a little bit down here. And then good at pixel art? God, no, I'm not. I haven't been doing it for long, and it's trash. Okay. So if I press thing. That frame looks a bit weird. Okay. I think that's the basics done. So now we start working on the hair. So you didn't do good at pixel art. I mean, like I am very, very newish to the pixel art scene. I've done art in the past, but like I very much moved away from it for a long time. So I'm still, it's kind of one of those things, right? Like I always see what I could do eventually, not what I do right now. So like I look at what I do now and I'm like, yeah, no, it needs a lot of work. Very hypercritical of myself. So I will also state, when I say, oh, I'm really bad at something, try and take that as me trying to be like, I can be better. Maybe that's how I should phrase it. It's an old habit of mine. The old perfectionist streak, I guess. So now I'm going to work on the hair, and we're going to try and make it have a little bit of bounciness. So this is down. So what we're going to want to do with this bit here. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to do it the old-fashioned way. If I do this, are you a Sonic fan? I mean, I enjoy it, but this isn't technically my playlist. This is Mort Dog's playlist, and I just use it because it's technically within the copyright-free zone of stuff. Because it's game music, so if I'm doing game stuff, then it technically works. And it just means I can have good audio in the background. That's fun. Supersonic racing. Okay, and then here, this needs to just be moved across a bunch. Then this needs to be moved across a little bit. Which is going to require a bit of art reworking. Get rid of that bit there. Your new fan? The way you talk is super perfect to your ear. I'm glad. I'm glad. I've been getting that a lot actually with the stuff, is that it's just like people enjoy listening to my voice, and I have considered doing like podcasty more stuff, but I think I've also mentioned in the past that the only way I'd do that is if I had like something like a VTuber model or something going on to visually stimulate while it's in the background. It's the best thing about Switzerland. The big flag. Ah, yes, that's right, that meme. I love that one. Okay, well, this is actually really hard to see. This bit here. And then do that. Okay, and then do I want to shift this little section up here a little bit to give it a little bit more of a feel of movement? We'll see. We'll leave that till later. So this needs to be flattened then. So we're going to be using the previous one quite a bit for some. Yeah, I don't like this bit of the hair. I think I did this wrong. I think I just need to do that to it. Again, we should only need to do 3 frames of changes with the hair, if that. We could technically get away with leaving this one if we wish, but I would prefer to still tweak it up a little bit. Same with... oh, don't want to select that area. And move this one across a little bit. Headbanging. So what we can do is then we can move this up just a little bit, kind of like that. Tells me nothing starts with N and ends with G. Then how the hell did he write nothing? That's true. Stupid, but true. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, final one. This. Again, we need to have it slightly diverse from the standing eye, I think. But not hugely. Okay, so with this being the case, now I'm going to yoink. So it's 2 to 5. Bald Gura for a moment, ignore that. And then we go to 3. No, oh. Okay, so that means we have a little bit to clean up on the body. Yeah. Nice. I know what you're thinking, Dirty Mind. What do you mean? Oh god, how did I get this color? Alright. So, now, if we go and do this... Oh. I need to erase this bit here. Because I technically didn't do the same changes, yeah. I could make a bit of a wiggle to the front. You like to see me smile. That's very nice. I'm glad that my smile brings you joy. To be fair, oh god, I look over at my camera and all I see is my hair just being a little poofy. God damn it. Where's it? Morning hair is not good hair. Wondering if I move this back on these frames, this will actually look better. Okay, it gives it a little bit more movement on that side. I think I'm going a little too wild with this here. You look adorable. Thanks. You too, bro. Try this out. I think I've gone too over the top with this, the ponytails. So let's try and move this down by like this. And then add a thing here. And then Control C, Control V. And then erase. What does I need to erase? It will be just this bit here. That's looking a bit better. Don't even know how I sound like, but now I think about it, it's scary. Don't even know us. We're random people. Yeah, that's something I'm more than used to at this point. This is actually where I speak back to the fact that I have done a lot of public speaking in my time, and I have done all sorts of stuff around that as well. There's, I mean, it's, what is it? The terming for it again. It's, me have a butter knife, me scary. Oh no. It's parasocial, that's what it's called, right? Parasocial relationships, where it's like, in a sense, while I'm not, I'm being friendly in general. You could argue I am like trying to be friendly to each individual person and try and take in their wishes into account and all that. Sorry, I just need to fix something because someone was stupid. All right, no friends IRL. Oh, no, I have... Okay, maybe I've mean for saying this. I do have friends IRL. Like, I mean, I've got a mate coming around this coming weekend. And stuff like that. But yeah, no, like, parasocial is the situation, like, a streamer is in with their chat. Whereas the chat can view a lot about the streamer per se. It's the same with celebrities, right? It's the parasocial relationship. You can come to know a lot about the streamer, but the streamer learns nothing of you. And in a sense, you've become friends with the streamer, but the streamer can't do the inverse, or they can say the inverse, but there's still like a level of being anonymous, right? Don't like to stay with people. I mean, isn't that being introverted, or are you meaning something different to that? Social anxiety. Because there's like a few things I can think of what you're trying to refer to. No. It's a phobia. Oh. Then I might not know too well to that, sorry, so I won't comment further. Because I can comment to the other stuff that I mentioned, but not much further. Okay, so I kind of want to erase just that. And push it back. No, that doesn't look good. In fact, it looks really scuffed. So what I'm gonna do... we can leave that. So on this one, I need to go to the body and add there. Cool. Who don't like to get socialized. I mean... Yeah, I can't speak to that because it just sounds like other things I know, but not if that's not what it is. Then again, I don't like speaking to things I'm not confident on saying to. That's actually one thing you'll find a lot is like why I speak so confidently is because I'm speaking from experience or information, right, that I have, or like giving what's the best wording for it? Transitive sort of like talk on it. Hey, like I dealt with this experience which has got some similar aspects, so therefore I can kind of like shift this idea to that. But if outside of that, I can't give any better answers. But you know, it's always interesting, right? Going back to the parasocial concept, like something you do see a lot is that weirdness, especially when it comes to like donations, right? You'll see like large scale donations sent to streamers, and there's this weird kind of level of stuff with that where it's like it's almost an expectation. You do gaming? Yeah, I do game. I mean, I'm not doing it today, doing the game development stuff, but like I do play a lot of games. Most of the games I play nowadays are the ones I play on stream though. I don't play much outside of it. Outside of like Honkai Star Rail, I think. Okay, now I'm gonna wrap this one up. So we're going to export as a GIF first. And then we're going to export as PNG. And we're going to fix the ratio back to 100 and export. Cool. So now we have the running animation for Gura. So I need to go into my folder. Still did not find someone to do the artwork. Oh, that's always rough. Need someone you can trust. I mean, I don't have a good answer for that. Like, I think I mentioned Fiverr before, but like that's if you're willing to fork out like a little bit of money. Depends on how many art assets you need. Okay, collision mask is automatic, precise per frame. And then I need, where is the running animation? So I need 30, 52. 30, 52. And then I need it at 10 frames per second. Okay. Then if we go into here, where is Gura? There you are. Okay, so Gura should have a running animation now. Yep. Oh, I don't have a tail for her. How did I forget that? I'm actually impressed I managed to forget, like, an entire fucking thing. Holy shit, I'm stupid. You have a cat? She simply took it off. Yeah, it's got a plug point as well. It's like Coco all over again. Okay, tail M, grab that. Do I have a cat? I have two. They're currently right there in my beanbag. There's the dark colored one, and then there's the multicolored one. Names? Doctor and Torty. Doctor is the seal male, and Torty is the chocolate Torty female. I actually have photos on Twitter of them, so if you want to see them a bit more up close, you can go check them out over there. Okay, whereabouts is this got to be connected? Probably here-ish, right? Which also, this is showing me a spot I fucking dislike that's that. It'll be fine. Okay. I'm just gonna put them in the same, more or less the same spot for now. Oh. Why is that not doing the thing? Okay. Oh, fucking, yeah, the X, sorry, not Twitter. I forget that nowadays. Plugging my Twitter, though, yeah, no, like, hey, I gotta do what I gotta do. To be fair, it is literally just in the description of the video. Like, I add it to all of my videos. I mean, hey, the art that I do here is also going to go up on Twitter later. I'll be posting a GIF up there. Okay. It's okay as business. Yeah, exactly. It's all business, man. Coconut business and country must be fire. Probably. I wouldn't know. Again, I ain't a coconut connoisseur. Maybe I'm like really weird for this, but again, the few times I've had coconut, like I'll have coconut drinks and stuff like that. It's all good. But maybe 16 coconut trees around your house. God damn, that is a lot of coconut. A lot of coconut. GIF. Export for Twitter. Yes, I know there's a thing. God damn it. Readjust to 40. 400. Cool. Alright, there we go. It's a lot of money. Yeah, if I can bring it over to New Zealand, you'll probably make bank. Okay, now I need to fix the running sprite. The new one. Okay, and now if we launch the game, she has the tail now. There we go. Also, we're not going to talk about the fact that, like, comparative size-wise is absolutely fucking miniature. I might need to change the scaling. I do actually have this scale ups and downs here, just to mess with them. Just to try and have, like, if a character is small, they'll actually be small. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. What do we think? Running animation looked alright. I think it's not bad. Oh, when I get like a running animation done, it's because it's always a large project to get the running animations going. In fact, you can actually track over the last 3 game dev streams, we've done all of the work for this running animation on the streams. You'll see how long it kind of still takes, even with like a lot of assisted assets. But yeah, no, it's game's coming along. Again, sound is gonna be the big thing, right? It's like once sound gets added, like the game drastically is gonna open up. Because it's actually gonna feel like rewarding. Right, with that being the case, then let's start actually working on sound, shall we? School, we had a club. Posted it online. My teachers found out about it, and that's oh my god, that is always good, yeah. Right, trying to remember where I actually have the stuff for audio. Because I downloaded a thing at one point to do some audio for my other project. Where did I put it? That is the $1 million question, isn't it? Because once I find it, I can move it somewhere more accessible. But until then... No, it's not that old. It's not here. No, that's a scroll example. No, that's a source file. God damn it, this is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Maybe it's just gonna be easier to go search for it again. Is it this? Oh, I think it's this. Yes. Okay, cool. I found it. Just gonna rip that file and move it so I don't lose it again. Okay. So, if you're wondering, by the way, what this is, how do you best describe it? It is basically a way of making sounds. So if I put in like coin, it'll randomize to kind of a within an expected field. That's actually not a bad coin sound. Right? Like, I think we could say that would be a good EXP pickup noise, right? So I can save it. And I'll have to hide where I save this. And we're gonna call it we'll call it coin here for now. But yeah, so there you go. I just made a sound for that. You can customize, you can manually edit, you can tweak duration, and a lot of stuff in here. But this is really, really good, especially knowing that we're just kind of looking for preliminary sort of noises. This is actually really solid. The amazing thing about this, by the way, this program, fun fact, it was actually made inside of Game Maker. This program here was made inside of Game Maker. Would you believe it? If the sound overlap too much, it will be hell. Yes. But there is ways of checking if a sound is playing and what part of the sound is played. When you get too much exp, yeah, no, it would be that's actually, that's a pretty good one. Can they jump? No, there's not any jumping in the game at this point. Again, it's just a Vampire Survivors like clone. So there's not going to be emotes. There will be some little things that I want to add. But that's, again, so far in the future that doing like what I'm doing now for those would not be worth it. That would be when I'm a bit more confident with this program and willing to mess with things myself. If you're wondering, I am just going to be playing around with these sounds quite a bit. Good lord, that's... some weird sounds that comes out of this. Because, like, there's a couple of noises that I want to get, right? And I want to... God, those are so quiet. Ooh, that actually is perfect for one that I have. Okay, so... oh god, this is really... God damn it. No, I want that load, okay. Okay, I'm gonna take that for now. Okay, so I think I'm starting to get an idea of how to use this chip tone thing. We'll leave this for now because I want to start getting implementing. So we'll go. Gonna need a new group. Create group. Okay, and then inside of here we're gonna need to make an object, and this is going to be O control audio. So this is going to be where I handle all of my audio settings. And so each individual like ability will have its audio inside of its respective folder. So if I close this, go to weapons. So there'll be a new group here called weapon audio. And then this will have audio. The audio file will be for generalized audio and have to do. No, that's not going to work like that. I was hoping they would kind of act like a description. I don't think I can add a description. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. Alright. So, of the files that we got, let's open up assets and open up our audio file. So we're going to have some player taking damage ones. So we'll just have them in here for now. Cool. Then we'll have pickup. Again, it's just going to be called pickup coin for now, which is just that. And then I have 2 for weapons, but we'll introduce those later. Now I'm going to pull up this on the second screen so I can reference how to do stuff that I've done in the past, because why reinvent the wheel? Will this be on itch once you complete it? Yes, actually, that is exactly the case. The intention is, once the alpha is ready, it will be posting it to itch.io, and it will be downloadable there. Okay, so this is where I now need to Okay, and then we need a step event. But yeah, no, like I fully intend for this to be available to play in the very near future. So I said that a couple of times in the past though, so keep that in mind. I keep underestimating exactly how much work is required sometimes. Now I need to put in here, so this is audio sound, no, whoops, audio sound gain. Now, for now, this will be fine, but this is definitely not what I want to do long term. Right? Like long term, I think we want to have a better system in place. Probably a struct or something. Where it gets all of the audio and then goes through them. In fact, we could probably start setting that up now, right? So I should probably do the any close here. So what would be easiest to do is to have a sounds struct and a music struct. And then a for loop function for it, which would have this in there. It should be easy enough. Okay. So since we've only got sounds, we'll just do a simple struct for that. So I'm going to pull up a little thing for... Okay. So let's call this sounds. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, this is going to be one of those parts where this is a lot of exploratory ideas that I'm going to be having. So there's a good chance that things will be a little scuffed for a while. Ah, I just saw something that would be really, really smart for me to do. We'll do that at another time. Okay, I have a lot of things I have already that I can see that I need to fix. Fuck no. I should have read this earlier. That'd have been nice. Okay. It is what it is. Okay, so we're gonna do... Sorry, that needs to be this. Got me cake, but man, his birthday was 3 days ago. Oh, I mean, you still got something. It's not too bad. It's always forgivable for a bit of a delay, especially if it's good. Right. But it's 2 AM. Okay, that is a bit scuffed. Okay, is this go? Okay. Do I know Yasobi? Yes. Isn't that the music stuff? That does like the best fucking anime music? Or am I potentially misremembering? Sorry, I'm also... Current spot is seated spot with I. Okay, so... I will just, Okay, I don't know how well this is going to work long term, but I do... want to see how this works. Racing into the night. Yeah, that's right. Some banger songs. Okay. I don't know how well what I'm doing is going to work. But do you know Takian? No, not off the top of me, sorry. Whoops. Variable. We'll just use this because that's going to get us closer. Get a variable. No, it's struct get names. Okay, so no, it's you know that yellow car can become a robot, that movie? Oh, Bumblebee. Transformer stuff, right? Or not that under a rock. Yeah, a Bumblebee movie, man. Bumblebee, these nuts, goddammit. Audio struct. Sounds, isn't it? Like that. Got him. Yeah, got me. Okay, I think that's gonna get... Okay, now we make an iterator. For loop iteration. Tell you the most embarrassing moment of my life. I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I'm really like embarrassed by? Oh, there was one time I knocked a celebrity's glass out of their hand by accident. That's funny. I was at a cocktail event for a convention with the guests that you could only go if you're a VIP pass member. And I went and I accidentally just smacked when I was pointing in a direction. Like I was like, oh, over there, and I smacked I think it was Jason Momoa, his glass out of his hand, and like sent it across the place. happiest day of my life? When this game's done. No, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit weird for this statement I'm about to make, right? But I don't really look to that stuff, I feel. Like, I have I have plenty of happy moments, plenty of treasured moments. Like, I have the moments where I had my cats, there's several moments with them. There's the moments I've had with my friends. It was the time I went to Japan. It was the time I went to Oz. There's a few moments like that, which are... Man broken, please help him fix him. Hey. Ain't that broken? Little. Here you go, now fixed, nice. Okay, now I do, sorry, so I need this. Current. Whoops, it's this bracket that I need. Right. Think that works. Unexpected syntax error. Ah, fuck. It's really useful that you don't tell me what. Can you say Salongabonga? There you go. This is not a proper thing. Oh. I tried something fancy and it didn't work. I should just make this an array. Below, below, when the winds don't blow. Sleeping in the top below. If I do double check here, it's just. Oh, right. Alright, I'm telling so many D's nuts jokes. Wait, are some of them not coming through? Because I know I've seen a few. Reminds me, I actually do need to probably put the chat on screen. We could probably try and sort that out soon. How hard is it to add a chat source? Chat box. Okay. Let's see. Fonts, whatever. Yeah, no, how do I... Salonga Bonga D's nuts, did you not say? No, I did not. Okay, no, now I need to do... What is it? Okay, yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That's real fucking useful, Streamlabs. That tells me nothing. I don't want a video. I'd prefer to have just a thing. Let that sink in. Do you know that man saying a sink to come in? I mean, there's a few of those memes. That's the problem. Oh, there it is. There you go. There's the chat for a moment there. Okay, so if I just pull up this, I'm just doing a bit of testing here. If I type Blad, does it turn up in the chat box? Next time you need to dance, okay, deal. No saying no. Right, there we go. So some of the chat, God, there's a fucking meaty delay. What the fuck? That ain't right. But it all came up at once, so maybe it's fine now. So let's just play again. Oh yeah, so yeah, there you go. Comes up pretty immediately now. Okay. There you go. Now you know that when your message got sent. People in general. That was hella delayed. Yeah, it's better now. So now you'll at least know when your messages are being sent as well. So like if the stream's desynced for someone, I'll have that at least for the dev streams. I'm not 100% I'm going to do it for the other streams, but hey. It's delayed so much. I mean, there's also the natural delay that occurs. Also seems sometimes it just struggles and can't keep up. Alright, I got that working. I was in the middle of doing this. So none of this matters anymore. This can be removed. Unexpected terminal operator equals. Because that's probably set up as an array to begin with. Is it not? Or is it not? Oh no, it's because it's internalized. Yeah, so I need to make it as a global. Oh no, it just can't be done instead of a oh yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I'll just remove that then. I feel like there's a better way of doing what I'm doing right now, but this will do for now. All right, so then we take this. Then we get sounds volume from here, the global one. Divide by 10. And I think it's 0 for the time. Cool. So the theory of that It's not a struct, it's an array. Just goes through the entire array and then changes the audio. That's a bit of a scuffed way of doing it. There's probably better ways, but it's good enough for now. Okay, and then I need to pull this back in. Okay, so I should actually take this out of here and then put this here. That would be the correct thing to do. So there's probably a much better way of handling what I'm going to be doing with this, but fuck it. Alright. It'll do. Okay, so this needs to persist. And then I need to make this one of the first things the main function creates. Controller audio. Okay, and then with that, we then go to menu. It's gonna be the menu stuff. Sound volume. Dot music volume. Funk songs, yeah. I mean, what is it at the moment? It's Pizza Tower. If you're bored, would you look like Kratos from God of War? I'm not quite that tall. I will say that now. I am quite broad, but I'm also not as ripped as he is. Like, you can kind of see my arms somewhat through here. Like, sure, I've got a bit of muscle going, but not much. But if I was bald, I'd probably... I mean, I could probably cosplay him. Give it a month or so. You have the beard though, that's something. I mean, like, yeah, that's a thing, right? I actually have had the beard like down here before. I would go grab my phone to show it or something like that, but I don't think it'll be very easy to show. But I have had like a long beard and been told like I should braid it like the like dwarves and stuff like that at one point. That was a theory that I had going. I also had my hair halfway down my back before, which I'm tempted to at least grow my hair out to like my shoulder length again. Just because it's like less often I would then need to care about going to getting a haircut. Okay, so now what I've done should mean that it should maintain audio source points. Between things. The back of my head, currently it's not actually that long. Like, you can see that this comes up quite a bit. It's got a length, but the back of my hair is like just that at the moment. Oh, you can't really see. But it's mostly just long at the top and the front. I mean, like, yeah, at the moment it's barely comes to collar point. Collar, there we go. God drip, god damn. I am literally wearing a grandpa jersey and sweats, don't even. And like, it is my entire outfit for like weeks at this point, because I have like 4 of this jersey. I think I've already shown that before, but I have 4 of this jersey and then like 6 of these sweatpants. And I just wear a different one every day and have a shower every day, obviously, but I always look exactly the fucking same because I don't go out as much anymore, just because I am doing so much programming. All right, I'm gonna test this out. So I've not got any way of actually trialing the audio, but I want to see if this actually launches. No drip, but good riz. That's a bit more my style. To be fair, I do have a couple of suits off to the side that I use. If I'm going out, I normally wear. Okay, so if I do 6 and 3 here, we exit, we enter the shut up. Enter. There we go. Okay, it's finally ended. Those settings should be the same, but they're not. Why are they not? Oh, it's because I'm not sitting. Fuck, how did I do it in my other thing? Menus. Main menu. How long have I been working on this? Since February. This specific project. Okay, here we go. Okay, and then there. Control C, pull this up to here. And then we go back to this. And I need... There. That's what we need. I love being able to copy and paste out of my own projects. Okay, with this... audio... play, sound... we want S... it's pickup, right? Okay. And it's saved. There we go. Okay, so now I have the sound settings in a basic format working. So now I can actually start playing around with it. Sound is off on your stream, is it? Wait, was it? You're making me question things. It's delayed. Wait, give me a second. Let's, pause that, so I can actually see capture point. No, it's on point. Okay, we're looking for here. No, stream and sound both. Then that's not on my end. That will probably be on yours. And what you'll need to do is refresh the page is the only thing for that, because if I test this a little bit more, I'm pretty sure it's... Yeah. It is a thing that YouTube does from time to time, and there is no other way to other than refreshing. Because it's basically, it's outputted at the correct thing. YouTube just mucks up sometimes. It happens. Is the annoying part of it all. Right. Okay, and then we just get the same play audio. Let's see how jarring this is. On the player. So it's the only audio that should be in the game at this stage. I mean, it's not too bad. I can add like a frame delay on the audio, so it shouldn't ever have big blowouts. But like, yeah, again, it's kind of that thing of like getting the multiple at once is actually kind of satisfying. Well, I mean, like, you say it gets annoying later, then just, you change the setting. Right? I guess that's kind of just, like, my thought on it, right? It's, like, best to balance to, like, what the basic player is going to have, right? Which the basic player experience would be kind of what we're getting now. How many maps do I have? At the moment, I only have this dev map. I don't have any others. There is full intention of having other maps though. But that is also because this dev map is not done yet. I mean, the fact is it's a dev map, not an actual map, if that gives an answer. Do a snow map. That is definitely on the cards. Okay, that is actually pretty satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if we're being absolutely serious, that's actually genuinely quite satisfying having that little audio. That's already making me want to play more of the game. Do not underestimate sound design when it comes to games or anything. Like, game's over. Cool. I guess I killed the boss. Alright, yeah, no, genuinely, all seasons in one map and occasionally change over time. That would be more difficult. While I could probably handle that, it's like, it's a question of, is that worth doing? At this point in time, so to give an explanation of the general premise of this game, think of it as very much just like your generic fantasy isekai anime like key locations. The first will be the plains area where there'll be very sparse basic enemies and all that sort of stuff. Another one later might be a cave. One might be like that sort of thing, right? Multiplayer be like level 10,000 hard. Yeah, like I could do multiplayer for this, but I just don't know if it's worth it, right? It might be fun, but is it like, it's one of those questions of, is it worth implementing? Might be funny, but that'd be definitely a feature that would be so far down the line it's not not worth my time even thinking on. No, Danny, the game dev. Not off the top of my head, sorry. No, I don't. Yes, no, I don't know this Danny person, sorry. Oh, no, I do know them. They're the one that does, those games. Oh, okay. No, I play a lot of their games. Sorry, yeah. Multiplayer would be cool, but not necessary. Again, it's exactly that phrasing there. Yeah, no, I do know Danny then, because yeah, no, I remember following along with was it the crab game and the muck when that came out. But yeah, no, so like multiplayer is exactly though, as you said, Isabert, is like, it's just, could it be nice? Sure. It would be something that like a small group of people would definitely appreciate. How much time would I allocate to something like that? Because it would be actually like, it would, once everything is cleaned up and working, there is a good chance that would still take like months to implement, because it would potentially be a lot of reworking of older systems and bringing them forward. Game Maker does allow for multiplayer quite cleanly. I mean, if it's couch co-op, then yes, that would be actually very doable. Because all I would need to do is just attribute a input scheme to a player, and that's it. That would be the end of it, right? Like you're just set. It's like controller 1, or like controller to this character, keyboard to this player or this character. Done, right? And then I just need to make it so it finds the center point between the two characters, and then like that's where the positioning of the camera would roughly be, yada yada yada, right? Again, there's answers to that, but external to that is like doing an actual multiplayer would just be such a large undertaking. Anyway, sorry, I got very distracted by that. I'm going to work on... So this is when I take damage. So... Cool, there we go. It would just basically be this, but one, and then 2 here. Go for a bit, but when you ending the stream, say Salonga Bongas bye-bye. Fair enough. I will endeavor to do so. Should be able to remember. See you, have a nice day. To you as well. Or nice early morning, I guess. So now when I take damage, I should play one of 3 audio noises. Okay, seems not too bad. I might change them later, tweak them around a little bit. But now I need to pull what I've done to the main menu. I need to take this. I need to add it to the pause menu. So I can actually now tweak it in game. Like properly. Oh, god damn. Those hurt ones are, I might have to separate them up into having like masculine and feminine ones. And then like kind of base that on the character. What they'd have, maybe. So like a higher pitch one for Iron Mouse and a lower pitch one for Vox, as an example. Which, I mean, that would be too bad, I guess, to do. Alright, that wouldn't be obscene. Now, I want to test something that I saw while I was looking around in the Game Maker Structs notes, which was about the garbage collection. Would make sense to do that? Yeah, like, I think that would make sense, right? Okay, Okay, that's a bit weird, but we'll get back to that in a second. Okay, that first one breaks. That first time. Okay, so I need to do a cleanup on the first attempt. I mean, like, I could just remove these, right? The player character struct's not gonna work then. Ah, that would actually explain it. Status effects list. And what do I actually call it in this? Character list. Okay. Oh, hi, Faithful. That sucks to hear. Okay, so that works. That works. Okay, so we've got that, and now if I quit out of this and then start again, there seems to be no more issues. Cool. Okay, I'm doing correct cleanup then. Oh, that's good. That's really good. So basically this entire system I had here doesn't matter. That's good. I'm gonna keep it around for now in case I need it, but that's that is useful. I can't believe I didn't think of that idea. God damn it, I'm so irritated at myself. So, explanation of what I'm talking about here. I used to basically call these once. So this sets up all of my like items. This is all my attacks. This is all so weapons, I should say. All the items, all the setups. Then I was just undoing them, basically undoing the level process. Because obviously, if you start the game again, the stats will be the same as the previous. Except, and brain dead of me, didn't think you could just clean them up, delete them, and then recall the originals. So, go me. Oh, that is really disappointing. Okay. I got that going though. Okay. So, with that being the case, so what do all the hurts actually sound like again? So it's so I might in here I can I'm just gonna put like this for indicating what it might be later. So those two might be masculine ones, this might be a feminine one, so I might get one more for the masculine and two more for the feminine, so there's like 3, so it's a bit of diversity. And then I can have a toggle inside of the character point that it puts onto the player. Which that's just a simple add to the struct. That's easy enough. Yeah, I think that's the correct way of approaching that. Okay. Because yeah, no, like I think that's the correct way of doing it. Again, it will be based on just kind of like the general gist of the VTuber and their voice as to which one it would use. Not saying male or female, masculine and feminine. Again, that's fine. I could probably make like a more androgynous sort of one as well for VTubers where that might be a bit more necessary. Because it's either I do that or I make a universal sort of thing, and I feel like universal would be it wouldn't feel as accurate to the characters, because holocure can get away with a more universal sounding, right? Because the hololive pretty much is, well, hololive is only female cast. Holo Stars, on the other hand, is the difference there. And I'll also comment, good to see you've made my life since I met you. The reason I did. I'm very much glad that I can help out in some kind of way like that. And it makes me sad to hear that you're having as rough of a time as you are. Ooh, that's the wrong thing to press. We can probably just put that down here. So we'll add this as stating XP pickup. I mean, I can't personally. I'm going to be streaming a lot more over the next 2 weeks potentially, or at least slightly longer streams. I might just add in like another half hour, an hour in some cases, because we're going to be doing a lot more programming. I say a lot more program. We're gonna probably be doing more, as many programming streams. It's just gonna be a lot of work getting done on them. Kind of like today, we've got one art asset fully done, or finished off, I should say. Got some sound design done and implemented like a full system. Okay, and still, hey, don't speak like that, Faithful. Come on. Look, I will not dispute that you're probably going through something real rough at the moment. It's always difficult. We've all had our own minefields in some regard, so at least there's some sympathy there. Just reach out if you need to chat about stuff. I can't promise too much of my time in the next few days, but it is as is. Like, take care of yourself, alright? It's always the important stuff. I feel open enough to do so. Yeah, it is always a bit of a difficult one with that. Like, I mean, I did actually have one therapist that was good, but they barely were a therapist. They were just more of a friend, which is kind of what it was needed. And that's kind of a lot of the time what you need. You just need somewhere you can unload sometimes. Because the biggest thing is, right, is being heard. Sometimes it feels like you're not, and you are definitely heard a lot more than you might think, but it does suck. It really does suck. Right, I really hate that I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna have to wrap up soon though. Just because we are getting close to time. And today is going to be yet another busy, long, and arduous day. We're not done with everything yet. We're almost there though. But we did have a lot of progress today. I mean, I actually genuinely think, outside of a little bit of cleanup and like tweaking some things, this is like more or less the alpha state. I think I just need to add audio to each individual weapon and we're good. And the SMP, the reasons it, yeah, I'm glad I could lighten up the day though. Oh, hello, Lazy Kadu. So, okay. Oh, big burst of EXP. I love you and your content so much. You're amazing, kind-hearted. I can at least say I try to do my best, so, you know. But yes, we are at doing the last little bit of testing before we have to finish up for today. Just getting a feel. Are you creating the game alone? Yep. The only thing at this point I will say is, well, I say more or less alone. I have a mate that occasionally pops in that helped me with some of the initial setup of some stuff, and then like occasionally helps me clean up code, where just as another angle of things. But outside of the grass, everything's mine. Like, I can make a solid claim to all of the in-game assets outside of the grass, and almost all the programming, if not all of it. I mean, you can see in the background there's the actual, like, write-up stuff in there. Did a pretty good job. I'm glad you think so. I definitely have a few moments where I don't think I've done too well with this, but we're getting closer and closer to when I want to have that alpha release, and that's going to be the big point, right? See what other people actually think once they get it in their hands. I'm gonna have to go. See you tomorrow. Have an amazing day, and don't let anyone tell you different. To you as well. Faithful to you as well. Oh, and there's the boss. Okay, yeah, they one-shot the boss. Yeah, no, I need to fix that. That's one of those things I definitely need to fix. Is the moth goop weapon, because it's still doing too many ticks instantly. And removing, like... I don't have a safety net on the boss correctly yet for taking in instances of damage. Which is something I really do need to fix. But, again, that's something with me and my friend are going to do a sit down and do a massive work on the overhaul of the weapons. Making them a lot cleaner, because they're one of the oldest systems in this game. And it's really starting to show. Because that was made back in February, is all of this stuff. Well, like, to give an idea, this, the first weapon made is like rough as hell and it needs so much cleanup. It's still using a lot of extremely outdated systems. And it's just, I know how to do the code better. I just need someone to sit there with me and help me concentrate on it. Get the right things done in the right places and all that. And hopefully with a better system in place, I'll be able to make the weapons faster and get enough weapons done for the alpha release. Because that's, again, outside of like maybe getting some more art assets done between now and then, getting the weapons to use icons as well, there's not really much else to do. Which is a blessing and a curse. A blessing and a curse. Alright, so, with that all being the case though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, consider leaving a like or a comment on the video. It'd be very much appreciated. It helps the video out more than you might know. Also, consider subscribing to the channel, hitting the notification bell to find out when I go live, as well as follow me over on X, where I do post when I'm going live, as well as some of the thoughts, feelings, and other stuff that I'm working on with this project. For example, I'll be posting one of the GIFs for the character that we made today up there later. Looking at what you... with work or respect more game creators, even if it's pixel art. Yeah, it's pixel art is just a mixed bag of that sort of stuff. What's the end? Yeah, no, I've been streaming for the last about 3 hours. I do somewhat regular streams, and I do have a schedule, so if you're so inclined, feel free to have a look. Oh yes, Salongabonga. Good old Salongabonga, and bye-bye. But yeah, no, yeah, I don't think there's anything else much to mention. We're going to be playing a little bit of holocure again tomorrow, and then I will have my weekend, and then we'll be back at it again next week with a lot of work needing to be done for this project. Because again, those next 2 weeks, they're the big point of getting everything as much as we can done. Oh boy. So, once again though, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and as requested earlier, Salongabonga, bye bye.